Okay, everybody, this is the probate explanation. What I want to do is just talk to you about probate, the way I do probate, and just the ways that I recommend you doing it. So, to start out, I'm going to explain a little bit about probate. The thing about probate is nothing more than a public record list that you can get from the county, any county, that will tell you any probate cases that have been filed recently. I like to pull the list every month, the first week of the month. When I get the list, I request from the county clerk the first every probate styled case in this county I'm interested in for the previous month. So, for instance, this is July. The July probate list that I got was for every probate case filed from June 1 through June 30. So what I do is I get the list, and after I get the list, there's a couple things I do I want to walk you through. Now, the list that I get is a little bit cheaper than the Roddy Network, than a foreclosure listing service, but the list that I get is in a raw format. So what happens is this raw format has to then be edited, and that I have the time to do that, and I have a gentleman that I actually pay to do it. If you want to get your own list, what you do is you go to the Dallas County Auditor's Office and you request a password. And so then what will happen is you'll end up getting a password, and that password will give you a link to an FTP server. That FTP server will link you into a folder, and I'll go ahead and pull mine up for you guys. That FTP server, let me hit yes, send information. That FTP server will then have Excel documents on it. And so I'll show you what those Excel documents look like. So here you see what it looks like when I dial into the FTP server. And so then this month, for instance, on July 1st, there was this probate list uploaded, and I click there. You simply open it. It downloads from the FTP site. And it brings up this list. So, what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and click the wrong button. But we're going to go ahead and save the file. Let's go ahead and go back, file, save target as. Just going to drop it on my desktop for right now. Go ahead and open it up. And now what I do is I delete every column except for style, because style is what I need here. Most of these other addresses are going to be executor addresses. As I previously stated, I don't market to executors. And you get in here and you delete the nulls. Just go in, I have to sort the data. because what you have is a lot of guardianship cases as well, and I don't like to mess with those. So I go down to estate of, start deleting. A lot of these are guardianships. Again, I don't market the guardianships. You could if you wanted to. I just prefer not to. I don't necessarily believe they're good. Lead sources. And what you end up here is you end up with a lot of duplicates. So what you do is you go through. You're going to delete these duplicates. It's a bit tedious. But then, for instance, I'm going to have the estate of Willie Holman. Then what I do is I open up the Dallas Appraisal District website. I'm going to search by owner name, last name Holman, first initial W. And we're going to see if Willie or William Holman owns any property. I got a Willie Holman right here in Rowlett. Willie and Wilma, they've owned this home since 2006. The mailing address is 5910 Canterbury. I'm going to take that address, I'm going to copy it, get back over here into my spreadsheet. Move that around. And that record's now ready to mail. Now, these all come in uppercase. What you can do is when you finish this spreadsheet, I'll take you to one I've already done. Once you finish this spreadsheet, come in here, and once you've went through the entire list, you take the word estate of out, and you end up, it's all in all caps. You've got the property addresses, the property cities, the property state, property zip, mailing address, mailing city, mailing state. What I like to do, go ahead and just select all. Come down here to the bottom of your list. Just go all the way back up. Copy that. And then what you want to do is open up Microsoft Word and paste it into Word. When you do that, it pastes it into a table inside of Word. You can go back up to the top of this table, select all, and then you can go to Design, Okay, once you've selected all the text, you can go up here to Change Case in Word 2010. In other versions, you'd have to go to Edit or Format and then click on Change Case. At any time, if you need help finding something, just hit F1 or Help in Microsoft Applications, and that will get you the Help menu. So here I'm going to change the case. I'm going to capitalize each word. It takes a second. Bang, it's converted everything where it looks nice and professional. I'm just going to select the whole table again. I'm going to copy it. Now I'm going right back to my Excel spreadsheet, and I'm just going to paste everything back in where it was. It's just now all of my formatting looks pretty. So now that I have that done, what I want to do is go ahead and complete my mail merge. So for this example, we're going to save this in the Dropbox under FlipThatContract. Make ourselves a new folder, and we'll call this a demo. So, probate demo. Now, what I'm going to do, just for speed's sake, we're going to delete the rest of these records. And now we're left with just a couple records. So the next thing I want to do is mail merge the letter. So I'm going to make sure I save that. I'm going to go right back into my probate file. And I'm going to open up my probate letter. I'm not going to let it select anything. I'm going to go back into Word and close out that last box that I had open. I don't need that anymore. We'll close that. So now I've got my probate letter. I'm going to come up here to the Mail Merge tools. And we're going to select a different data source. We're going to merge these letters. We're going to use the current document. Now, we're going to go back into our FTC probate demo. Select it, as our data source and use sheet 1 as our recipient list. So demo, probate, and after we've selected sheet 1 print area, it pulls up the owner name, property address, property city, and all the different mail merge fields we're going to use. So I hit OK. Next, I've written my letters. Preview my letters. This shows me exactly how it's going to look. Mr. Price, Mr. Jones. Now note here, you've got a different property address than the mailing address, because this is actually care of Irene Nahara, and the Bonita Avenue is the subject property. Again, same situation, and that's the end of it. I'm going to go ahead and complete the merge, and what that does is that will, if I hit OK, it will print these letters. So I'm done with that. I print the letters, I save it, go ahead and close out. Now what I'm going to do is open up my envelope. And now that I've opened up my envelope, I want to go ahead and go to mailings, select recipients, start mail merge, step by step. We're doing envelopes this time. Envelope options, this is where you're going to go in and set the size of envelopes you use. Again, I use a nicer envelope. I go to Office Depot and buy the linen envelopes. It's an ivory color. They really look nice. Here's the size, so I'll make sure I have the right size. I'm going to hit cancel because it's already programmed on the one that I want. I'm going to go select recipients. Okay, fine. So, again, just come up here, put your return address. These are mail merge fields. We go ahead and got to select our list. So we go back into FTC, demo, probate demo. We're going to pick the print area. There's our contacts. We hit OK. Arrange your envelope, owner name, mailing address. Make sure you have mailing, not property. Hit next. Go ahead and complete the merge. And then we print it. And make sure you load your envelopes, get them printed. I use an inkjet or an OfficeJet printer. It works great. And then I mail it. And so then what I do after that is I take this probate demo, we would call this July, and I make a copy of it and I put it into a dig lead folder on my computer, because then when I mail my postcards next month, I'm just going to send this, I'm going to mail these as well with the postcards, and then the next month I'm going to mail them with the postcards too. So the probate, it gets a letter and 2 postcards, and then I stop bothering. So that's that. I will upload these forms to the FTC document library, and we'll see you guys soon. So